Joe asked me about the exchange policy.
Steve, what is the 72-hour exchange?
Great question, Joe. We put that together because we know that consumers do not want to make a mistake when they buy a vehicle that's going to cost $10, $15, $20, $25, $30, $35, $40,000. We've had people leave over the years because they just weren't sure. We've had other people buy vehicles and only to discover within the first couple days that it was the wrong vehicle. Can't happen here at Stearns. We're going to provide you what we call our 3-day test drive. Now you have to buy the vehicle, but once you do, during those first 3 days, or 300 additional miles, whichever comes first, if you decide that the color's not quite right, if you decide that you want different equipment, if you decide that you want a different make or model, if you decide the seat doesn't feel right, do you have a dog?
I do not.
If you had a dog and the dog took a dislike to it, you would have the right to bring it back here and exchange it for another. Now, Joe, that's not like a trade-in. Any dealer will let you trade it in during the first 3 or 4 days. All right? But then you take a large financial loss. With us, you bring it back for exchange in the first 3 days, you lose not a single penny. We will happily exchange that vehicle for another. The only other condition other than the 300 additional miles is you need to bring it back in the same condition. Look, it's probably not going to happen. 95% of our people pick out the right vehicle. But if it turns out you picked out the wrong one, you've got a parachute. You can bring that sucker back here and we will exchange it for another. And yes, sir, that policy is in writing. Why do I keep emphasizing that these policies are in writing?
They don't feel like they're getting lied to.
Yeah, validation. I'm not just a car salesperson talking.
Yeah.
It's got more credibility.
It's hard to prove something if it's not in writing.
It's not hard, it's impossible. Damn near impossible, okay? Although I don't think a car dealer's ever won in court in the history of the car business. We lose every time. Over the stupidest things, too. My brother's store